Size necessarily needed to go that early and pop BKB and everything, but Wraith King going in, acting as a wall is exactly what they needed to get Abed up. And VP have to respect them, because they know if they die in the enemy base, the game's over. They've used so many buybacks. All 3 cores have a long cooldown, 5 minutes.
Mars is the only hero right now who has a buyback available. Wraith King is a little short of the money, he'll have it in a bit, same with Leshrac. DK now having the Satanic, so yeah, it's a full buyout, whatever you got. Give the sustain. Fnatic is looking for their own fight. Both teams know that Roshan could have spawned. Neither team knows that he hasn't. I think Fnatic actually may have had a peek on the way through.
They check quickly, but yeah, they have to keep consistently checking it. I think they'll park the courier in there.
Ags for jabs.
He can't make a slot yet, though.
What's he going to do? Drop his phase boots?
I don't know. He might. Does he want to make it synth? Then he doesn't have buyback. I mean, he could have also waited to see if Roche was going to give him one for free, you know?
True.
But I guess they will maybe give that one over to Mars. That would be really nice. Dead courier. VP were trying to scout it.
You also have to over on Wraith King as well. Disruption. Solo wants to make a couple of copies. Puck buys his own refresher orb. Jab trying to run away from this. Just purged up, having a real hard time getting some distance. Ramses jumps in with a blink dagger. They're going to finish the job and burn the Ankh. And that's able to get rid of it. Oh, ice! The 3-man with the Dream Coil as well to put everything together with the ET stop. Say goodbye to Lina. Roger did so much in the last fight. Now we won't be here just yet. So the buyback brings it back to the front lines. Disruption. VP still delaying. Vortex dragging back that Wraith King. And they can potentially bring down Jabs if only they can properly see him. Now he comes back out. DK needs a BKB and Satanic. Ramses needs a life back. And here it comes over towards Dubu. This fight is so heavily split. DJ's having a battle over on the side. Run shot. He hit the double light trick array. DJ and Abed. They were so deep. DJ will die. Abed hit by the breeze fire. Triple kill for Ramses. No one was doing his stuff from the back line. And even with the Aegis Immortal inside the Wraith King, Fnatic did not have enough lives to repel Virtus.pro, who are now looking towards the mid. Force buybacks if possible.
Yeah, so what Jabs did that fight was he swapped out phase boots and swapped in the Aghanim's to have that ghost form and give it to his team in case anyone died, but he was the only one to die first, so he didn't really get to get the full benefits out of the Ags. He's probably going to swap back in his phase boots now to have the mobility, or not. He's just going to keep the Ags in his inventory the whole time. I really like the play of swapping it out and swapping it back in when you're respawning out of the ult.
There's no fight to be had here anyway.
No.
Like,
Ramses is huge.
Yeah.
There was a buyback on Lina, though. We shouldn't forget. It was actually a really good jump from Ice, but Lina had the buyback available once again. So they got to use that resource. Shadow Demon has his again, too. So it's the 3 cores of VP that are currently unable to buy out. But now they're going to get an Aegis on the Storm. And
they're going to get Refresher Shot, too, with it.
Very big. 2 Stampedes, probably.
2 Stampedes, 2 Dragon Forms if it's...
Dragon Forms and BKBs aren't bad either. See what it's going to be. Aegis Storm, Cheese DK. And the Refresher Shard is in the backpack of Pasha with that Axe. There's so much damage reduction. 2 Stampedes in a row. They're going to be almost impossible to kill. The heroes are already tanky. Now one of them has an Aegis, the other one has Cheese Satanic, and the third guy has 2 damage reduction Stampedes. Who do you go on except the supports? I just don't think you're killing a core right now. You have to find... You have to find Solo, you have to find Roger.
Can you find a backdoor? Like, is that the way to do it? Push the creep wave in through the bottom and then just everyone BT in? I don't know. Actually, you can't get through it in time. There's still fortification from VP will keep him out. But it really does feel like they just can't take the fight. And no one keeps finding arcane runes before engagements.
Yeah, VP suddenly got all the map control, so they have so many options. And look at the experience or the win graph.
The experience is one hell of a drop.
They were in such a good position, Fnatic. They were very close to ending the game, but that one hold in the mid lane from VP really swung things. 6 stuns from both Pasha and Roger could have perhaps given them a berth in the winner's bracket. They do end up finishing this game out. And they will definitely be trying to take the fight to Fnatic. They have Aegis, Cheese, Refresher, and buybacks on their cores again. So this is the timing that you want. Storm is the only core without buyback, but he has it in 30 seconds and he has Aegis, so he basically has it. He doesn't have boots of travel though, so his buyback not as impactful as the Centaurs or the DKs. But still, they're claiming more and more. Tier 2 is dead, Shrine is dead. Fnatic are trying to force them to come back top, but push top is not very big, and they could just scroll TP back one guy and travel him back to the fight right after.
Yeah. Ramses is already walking up Dragon Form to burn. Mortification from Fnatic, trying to delay things as well. Jabs will throw out the stun. They're not going to bait any kind of BKB from Ramses. You'll wait for the right time for that. Nice observe ward up on the hillside too. Jab sees it. He wants to get rid of it to get rid of that extra vision, but the Leshrac array will now connect. Wraith King protected by the Lincoln Sphere. Tier 3 tower already gone. Ramses, man, they just don't want him. The range racks, it will fall. Ramses wants to back up a little bit more. The creep wave has gone. But Ramses will hang around until that backdoor protection does arrive. Slowed down by the lightning. The VP are ready to fight. Blink from Ramses avoids the stomp. They're there for now, the 50-minute bounty runes. Move fast if you want them.
Might as well keep building the advantage. They have plenty of time in the Aegis. They have 2 full minutes left.
No one's got Arcane Rune. He hardly even burns half of his mana to get the runes. Oh, he didn't go for the other one.
Maybe he was worried that Fnatic were going to be up there, but he kind of just saw them in their own face. But they could have TP'd to the top tier 2, I suppose, and better to play it completely safe.
It's the one place Fnatic has vision too. Observers moving up through that radiant on both of the hillsides.
Yeah.
Difficult to keep though when the Gem of True Sight's over on Virtus.pro. BKB for Lina. Roger able to stand a lot stronger in the fights and keep those amazing stuns. But like for me, like Virtus.pro back in this game, 1 because of Roger and 2 because of Pasha. They're AoE stuns. They don't have many of them for Virtus.pro, but they're working beautifully. Not unless we get nags on no one, then we can add another one to the mix.
That could very well be his next item this game. The fights very naturally clump up quite a lot at this point. And when BKBs get lower, the Axe on Storm just get that much better.
Smoke up from Fnatic. They have a small opportunity just because the rest of VP aren't already there. The three-way pushes in, the pipe will protect it, so Park can't get rid of it. Wow, Park actually jumps to the back line. They're going for Solo. The Arena of Blood's good. Solo's going to instantly die, but will they get another rebuttal turn? It's over to Leshrac. The mech, there's actually a lot of heal through the Greaves, and the Dream Call keeping Virtus.pro to fight, but ST's going to fight back, TP himself into this engagement, and Ice stranded down. Roger going to work, but that's why you have the extra life. Wraith King doing the work, but they move over towards Jabs as the next primary target. Make him infist, give him some space to work. Park needs to get out of here. Abed, he's down as well. Of course, you've always got that second life. The dead will fight for you. Aragon is on Fnatic's side, but the dead will only fight for so long. Oath is fulfilled, and Fnatic losing their bottom lane of racks. Now the second in total. DK left a little bit stranded. The rest of VP were looking to leave. Storm's already ball lightning himself a long way away. Puck will now buy back. They think they have the opportunity. Ramses, he's still up. The arrow, maybe it's going to be enough. Pasha, Hawkstomp doesn't really get a great stun effect as DJ, who gets a ton of return, but the cheese consumed up by Ramses, so no one. He's back into the fight. Gains a pull. Arben, another Arena of Blood, already back up, and they gain the spill damage. Fnatic, cleave them. The VP. Buybacks here, ready to go again. Another Hawkstomp from Pasha, right on top of Jabs. He's down once more, able to get the Wraith Fire Blast Stones out. Dubu needs to help him out. Ice wants to help too, but it's already too late. The Wraith King dies twice over. Ice just BKBing, TPing away. Dubu tries to put him all to sleep, but DJ in the back lines, no one. Has he got enough damage? No, DJ completes his own TP as well. But what have you got left? There's no Puck, there's no Wraith King. The ET's dead, he'll fight back into the game. Mars, no Arena of Blood. All the damage has to really come from the Leshrac, but there's 5 players from Virtus.pro beating into these tier 4 towers to get rid of them. Maybe a Yule Scepter from the Leshrac, a follow-up summon to the DK, but he's also got Satanic. They jump in, the silence of the DJ. He'll reset back out again. The ET splitter, BP, will split both ways, dodging every single bit of it. And Pasha He's actually going back to base to buy the refresher orb to then refresher engine BT back in again. So he's got everything ready to go. Vortex dragging back in Ice. He gets a little bit of a rebuke. Elder Titan up in the air. Roger gets the permanent stun. Pasha, there goes your Stampede. Run through them. Fnatic's throwing everything they've got, but it will not be enough. Fnatic, they will take every last player down. And then the Radiant Ancient after. Doesn't matter with the Wraith King buyback. This game is BP will do what most people thought they couldn't do today. Push through. 2-0 out.